Hi lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I'd love to sit here and be like, as you can tell by the title of this video, but right now I actually don't know what this video is called. I just had this urge to want to talk about clearing the energy in our lives, resetting the energy in our lives. A lot of times, one of the most asked questions I get is, how do I protect my energy? Okay, and I want to just answer that by saying you protect it by taking care of it, and taking care of it means cleaning it, cleansing it, and that's the energy with you, your energy and your life, the energy of your life. It's our responsibility to keep the energy of our life clean and clear. And so often we can get caught up in the 3D world and be like, life is happening to me, I have to go to my job, I have to do all these things. Yes, you do, but you also can still take care of your energy. So I'm going to just talk through some ways you can do that and some ways that I find useful, and then hopefully the title of this video will become a little bit clearer to me. Please let me know any other spiritual topics you'd like to talk about. I have some videos planned talking about chakras and the power of your environment and that kind of thing, so I'm really excited to talk to you about them. I also have a video coming up about my favourite books and stuff, so let me know what else you'd like to see down in the comments below. So why do we want to reset the energy in our life? Why do we want to clear old energy from our life? Well, let's think of it this way. Say you had never cleared the energy, you're holding on to years and years and years and years of energy if you've never cleared it. And if you're stuck in the same place, a lot of us get stuck, a lot of us get stagnant, and it's, you know, we don't realise it's because we haven't refreshed our lives. We haven't hit the refresh button. We do it on our internet browsers, but we don't do it on our own lives. You know, it's time, sometimes you've got to hit refresh. And again, it's our responsibility to do that. So if you're not hitting refresh, you're just stuck on the same page and you're not welcoming new energy into your life. Again, it's our responsibility to welcome new energy into our life. And I put here that old energy takes up space and can block new energy from entering. So if your life is literally full, but you're wanting new experiences, you're wanting a new relationship, you're wanting a new career, you're wanting a new job, but you're not making the space for it, you're not inviting that energy to come into your life. So I've broken up how we can basically begin to cleanse and clear our energy into 3 parts. And then I'll talk a little bit about how we can bring new energy in as well. So number 1, technology. We are living in a day and age that is governed and really ruled by technology. We're on our phones all the time, we're watching TV, we're on our laptops, our Macs, filming on cameras, you're watching me on YouTube, we're on social media and stuff all the time. So it's really important that these phones and things that we're carrying, you are clearing the energy, because otherwise they will be dense and they will block energy from coming in. So what does that look like? That looks like clearing contacts from your phone. I did this a while ago and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't spoken to this person for years. Why have I still got their number in my phone? I had contacts from my old job, which if you're wanting a career change and you've got contacts from your old job in your phone, and you don't talk to those people, because some people do hold friendships from old jobs. If you don't talk to those people, delete the numbers. You don't need them. Yeah, deleting email contacts, deleting social media contacts and people you don't talk to. Let it go, because it's blocking up. If you're wanting new connections, if you're wanting new friendships, if you're wanting new energy, new relationships, you need to let that old stuff go so you can make space for new stuff to come in. Deleting people that don't align with who you are now on social media. So I again do this regularly. I go through and I unfollow people that I just don't align with anymore. And the thing is, this can change daily, this could change weekly, this could change monthly. You could really see someone one day and be like, oh my god, I completely align with their message, and then 2 days later be like, why did I follow this person? And a lot of times I think we feel guilty about unfollowing, but you shouldn't, and that includes me. Like, I don't want anyone following me that doesn't feel aligned to me, because also by you following that person when you don't feel aligned to them, you're also blocking their kind of energetical frequency and people that are more aligned with them following them. So it's all energy. So you just want to check the energy whenever you're thinking, do I want this? Check in with how the energy feels. Photos. Oh my goodness, how many photos do we have on our phones? And this is one thing I still haven't got around to. I want to go through my phone and clear through old photos. I did my emails, I did my contacts, I did social media, but the photos just really scares me because there's so many. But I definitely want to go through and clear photos because I want to make new memories and I want to have space to be able to do that. And emails, oh my goodness, I'm just gonna have a cup of tea, sip of tea, not a cup of tea. Well, I have got a cup of tea. I had a ridiculous amount of emails, like ridiculous. And how are new opportunities going to come into me if I don't regularly clear through my emails? So just to recap, clear your contacts, clear your social media, clear the photos, clear emails. That doesn't mean you have to get rid of them. You might print them out, you might scrapbook, you might do what you need to do, but just make space for new energy to come in. So that's technology and digital. Next is material. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. This is clearing out your clothes, moving your room around. I really want to get into Feng Shui. I don't know enough about it to sit here and talk to you about it, but I will come back one day when I've done a course or I've read a book. I think I'm part of a book club and I think we have got a Feng Shui book coming up. So when I know a little bit more about Feng Shui, because it's something that honestly I truthfully believe in and I feel very drawn to, and I could see myself working with Feng Shui in the future, like going to people's houses and Feng Shuiing their houses. I definitely see that in my future, because just for me, when I like clean a room or I move something or I move it around, the energetical power that I feel from that is ridiculous. Like, it's insane, it's so powerful. So I believe in Feng Shui so much. So when we're talking about material, what objects are you holding that are taking up space? Do you want to revamp your style, but you're holding on to clothes from last year or a few years ago that no longer align with who you are? Do you want to be more creative, but you haven't got the supplies? You might need to buy new materials. You might need to source new materials. Like, where in your material world, if you just look around you now, do you need to release and let go and bring in? Okay, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about material. We're talking about the physical. We're talking about books, clothes, money mindset. So are you intimate with your money? Do you know how much money you have? Do you know, if I asked you now, how much money you have down to the dot? Because people talk so much about wanting to manifest money, but they don't know how much money they actually have. And I'm talking about cash that you have. I don't know, savings accounts that you have money in, your main account. Like, do you know how much money you have? Because if you don't, there's an energetical misalignment there. So this is about just being very aware of the energetical and the feeling that you get. It's very Marie Kondo, you know. Does it spark joy? does when you think about it, when you hold the thing, does it spark joy? If not, I would consider removing it from your life and questioning whether it needs to be replaced, and if it does, being very intentional about how you replace it. So that's material. What do you need to get rid of in terms of physical objects and items? Where in your home can you move some things around to really cleanse the space? Do you need to open the windows? Do you need to sage? Do you need to get rid of old items? What do you need to do to make your physical and material world feel better? And lastly is us. The spiritual and the emotional. This is the work, this is the inner work, this is the self-development, the reading, the journaling, the meditation, all of that inner work that I personally love to do, but not everyone does love to do. But this is about going within and checking in on you, because it all starts with you. So really this should have been number one. But we hold energy. We are energetical beings. We hold energy. So, you know, like when people say, oh, you're holding a grudge, or you're holding this, or you're holding that, sometimes we actually physically are. We could be holding it. Like, if you just check in with your body now, is there anywhere where you're feeling tension? Because sometimes we just clench our jaws, or we clench our fists, or we clench our shoulders, and we don't realize we're doing it. That is us holding energy. So the first thing you want to do is really check in with your body from your toes right up here to your head, and check in on anywhere that you're holding tension, and just allow yourself to relax. Allow yourself to breathe, take in breaths, and then you really want to get into the work. Start asking yourself questions. You might just want to go to the mirror and ask it, why do I feel this way? Have a conversation with yourself. Listen, sometimes you got to be a bit what people would call crazy, what they like to call us spiritual beings, woo-woo. Sometimes if you want to grow and you want to evolve and you want to welcome in new energy into your life, Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to talk to yourself in the mirror, and it's okay. Or you might want to journal it. You might want to write out the question, like, what do I need to release from my inner world? What do I need to release from my body? What am I holding on to emotionally? Start digging and asking the questions, because that's really how you're going to bring the answer to the light and let it go. If you don't bring the answer to the light, it will stay in the dark and you can't release it, and it will block you. Also the chakras, and I am going to do a video on chakras. You could have blocked chakras. There could be an area in your life where you're finding it hard to manifest, but you haven't realized that your chakras are blocked. Or you've got a blocked throat chakra and you're finding it hard to have a conversation. You might need to do a bit of research in that. This is the spiritual and emotional aspect. What kind of energy do you want to feel? What emotions do you want to feel? What kind of vibe do you want your life to be like? You know, ask yourself these questions and really take responsibility for creating that emotion and energy in your life. You can create it. You can create that energy. It does take work. It does take work, but you can do it. You can wake up in the morning and say, today I intend to be excited, happy and motivated. And you can just check in with yourself every hour and just keep checking in with yourself. It's about building a relationship with yourself, okay? So yeah, and this is just about your emotions. How do you feel, okay? What emotions do you want to release? And a lovely way to do this is under the full moons. You can do it under new moons. People get very caught up in manifesting under the new moon and releasing under the full moon, but really and truly I think you can manifest under the full moon and you can release under a new moon. I really don't think it matters. But write down what you want to let go of in terms of emotion. If there's sadness, if there's resentment, jealousy, guilt, whatever, write it down. Say it to the universe, to God, to Buddha, to Allah, whoever it is you believe in. Write it down and burn it safely. Safely in a heat-proof dish or outside where, you know, nothing's gonna catch on fire. Release. Find your way to let go. You might choose to exercise to release emotions. You might choose to just sit and have a good cry. But just be aware of where you're holding energy in your body that may be blocking happier and more aligned and emotions that you actually want to come in, okay? So once we do all of that, which is really about releasing, how do we welcome in new energy into our lives? Well, intentions. We set intentions for what we want. Once you release what you don't want, now you need to start looking at what you do want, and that's the fun part, right? And you can use law of attraction, you can use manifestation techniques. If you do want to see any kind of videos on law of attraction and manifestation, I'd be happy to do them. Just gonna have a tea break. You are the creator of your life. You get to create and recreate your life as many times as you like. So what do you want? What do you want to feel? What do you want your life to look like? That's the questions you want to start asking once you've done the releasing, okay? And you can ask yourself that even before you release, because it will give you clarity on what you do want and therefore what you want to let go of. So be intentional. What do you intend for yourself? Do you intend to be successful in a certain area? Do you intend to create healthier habits? What are your intentions? Because intentions are everything. But I had a really good phrase, actually. It was, intention without action is meaningless, and action without intention is meaningless as well. So you need both. It's all well and good having intent, but you need to take action on those intentions as well. So once you have the intention, and maybe don't overwhelm yourself, maybe start with one intention. Think about how you can act on that intention and make it part of your regular routine. Make it a habit. Affirmations. Again, repeating phrases, listening to phrases that are positive over and over again. There are so many of these on YouTube, so many of these on podcasts and things like that. Find an affirmation for the area you want to improve, or if it's just general life, and just play it in the background. Play it in the background while you're having a bath or while you're cooking. Just let it play. Or subliminals. There is a subliminals that I listen to. It's a money mindset subliminals, and I just play it in the background while I'm cooking or while I'm doing something that, you know, I just need to do, like doing the washing or something like that. So yeah, it's about intention, affirmations, setting new habits, and really just working with the energy of your life. So yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to come in and talk about how you can really work with the energy of your life and create the energy of your life and bring in the energy you want. And the thing is that when you are intentional about creating the energy of your life, just going back to the first thing I talked about, you will be protective over it because you've worked hard for it to get to a certain place. So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this video, lovelies. As I said, I love doing spiritual talks, so please do leave down below in the comments any other talks that you'd like to have, whether it be chakras, meditation, connecting with guides, any of that I'd love to talk about. And I will see you soon for another video. Bye!